All right. So I've been at this for a little while. I've farmed up quite a bit of souls of light and souls of a night. We got a lot going on. I also, while I made the evil biome to get souls of night, one thing I've also been farming up, just to kind of show you, is I put on some platforms here for the different drops, and I put ebonstone brick so that I can get these clingers here. And these clingers, a little annoying to fight, but luckily the Night's Edge does pretty good work. And they give me the Cursed Flame. So I've been able to farm up some Cursed Flames as well and get that kind of going for me. They do, however, take up the spawn rate. So as you saw, like, there wasn't any enemies coming in, and that was just because they were taking up the spawns. So I'm probably going to take those out just so, because I have a pretty good amount of Cursed Flame at this point. So I'll probably take these down. Maybe I'm thinking I might not put on the Crimson ones because they would spawn all of the like Ichor enemies, but those enemies fly, and specifically the gas, the like the mass, I forget what they're called. The one, oh shoot, that's unfortunate. But the ones that can go through walls, I want to avoid those. So I'm gonna head back in, get this, clear up these, farm up some more souls, and I'll see you in a minute. And after quite a bit of farming, we've gotten some upgrades. So I've acquired about 300 of each of the souls of light and souls of night. Additionally, with the corruption platforms, I was able to get some cursed flame, which you normally wouldn't be able to get in your world if it's all crimson, for example. And then I was able to farm up some Ichor as well in some of the underground crimson biomes from the little Ichor stickers. The spitters, what they're called. And then I also found some strange plants, which will allow the dye trader to move in. I don't know if he has it. Yeah, so the dye trader's moved in. Or no, he already was here, right? But we can give him the strange plants, and he will give us some special dye. So these are dyes that are like not, you can't just make these. You have to get them from the dye trader. So they do some pretty cool things. There's like, whoa, shadow flame on my head looks weird. Let's try. Oh, there's my boots. Little Moonlord leg shadow flame. There's the cloak. That looks kind of cool. Let's try the red. Ooh, the red looks pretty nice too. That. So these dyes give you a little bit more variety. That's actually cool. Mirage dye. Kind of makes it look like I'm not really there. I'm gonna leave that on for a little bit. Let's just load up some things there. There's my Mirage looking stuff. Kind of interesting. Feel a little better. All right, so dye trader has a lot of dyes that you can get. So if you farm some strange plants, wolf almost killed me. If you farm some strange plants, you can use those unique dye as well. All right, so let's go make some things with these pieces. So first thing I want to make is I want to get some of these magic things out of the way. So Skyfresher takes let's try in some light shards as well. I think there's a couple that just need spell tomes, so let's go and grab some of those. I think the wizard's in my temporary housing. I gotta be careful not to die, actually. He's murdering everybody in my in my place. Alright. So let's go to the wizard. And I'm gonna grab some things from him. So I already grabbed an ice rod. I'm gonna grab just a couple spell tomes. Actually selling the snow pylon right now. That's kind of funny. I think I'm close enough to the snow biome that they want to have a pylon over here. But for now, I'm gonna ignore that. The bell and the harp will be used later on, and the book I believe is used to make a bookcase, but we'll see. Go here. So spell tones. What kind of spells can we make? Make the Crystal Storm, the Cursed Flames, and the Golden Shower. So that's Ichor, Cursed Flame, and 20 shards, and it requires a bookcase, which is a book, some wood, some other things. So it depends on what we're making, what kind of bookcase we're making. Let's just grab some wood in here, and a sawmill. Can we make it now or just dig? Yeah, I think it said took some bones as well, right? So we can grab some bones and see if we can make it. Ooh, a lot more items with bones. Where is it? Okay, let's just double check the recipe. I could just be blinded not seeing it. Oh, it's 10 books. So let's go and grab some more. Actually, I might have a bookcase from the dungeon. You can check that as well. That'd be easier if I just have one. Yeah, we have some bookcases, so I can just drop a bookcase from the dungeon. It's one of the reasons you might want to grab it. Where to put it? Let's just put it over here for now. In one of these rooms. If I can find a spot for it. Problem is I aligned all these with platforms, so it's kind of hard to find a spot. Here, this will work. I think. Can I not place it down here? Wow. Okay. Never mind then. Let's just put it out in the middle of nowhere then. Whatever works. We'll move some stuff around. I need to build more housing anyway. So that might be a good project to do. So let's just do it here for now. And we got our different books. So Crystal Storm fires out some crystals. That's pretty cool. We have the Cursed Flames, which fire out Cursed Flame. Very nice. I'm running out of things. Put that down real quick. And then finally we have the Golden Shower, which it spits out Ichor, which removes the target's defense. So all really good things there. Awesome. So we got all the spell books. Let's see what else we can do. Another thing that I do have is I have the spider fangs. So I'm able to make I'm gonna put these here just to get them out of the way. I'm able to make the spider gear. So spider gear is made out of these fangs, and this is the summoning set. So you have I mentioned the different helmets for the different sets for Titanite, right? Or titanium. So you have titanium masks, the hood, the ranger mask, whatever it's called, and those ones will differentiate between melee, range, and magic. This one is for summoning. So you have max minions and summon damage. A lot weaker in defense, especially if you don't have the mask for the 23 defense. But it's a pretty awesome summoner set. Gives you 3 extra minions right there and a lot of damage. Additionally, I think I used too many fangs, but another thing we can do is there's a very easy spider staff. So we can have a 16 fangs, can use this to make the spider staff. There's also a queen spider, which is a sentry. Spits eggs at enemies and things like that. So if you want a sentry as well, very easy to get. You just have to go to those recluses and farm up a few more fangs. So we'll do that off camera just to get those there. Additionally, while I was in my AFK farm, one of the enemies that spawns in are slimes, and I actually did get a slime staff. So we got little slimes. This is the early pre-hard mode summoning item. Just drops randomly from slimes, so you can get lucky and find one. Let's drop that in there. And all right, I'm gonna start making a. I'm gonna make a display area, I think, for all of these items that we have been collecting. And I've been trying to think about where I want to do these things. So, I have room to the right and to the left for different things. And I have my arena here. I'm going to redo the arena to make it kind of hard mode ready. The boss fights in hard mode are a lot crazier than in pre-hard mode, so we're gonna need to upgrade our arena. I'm gonna do a couple things. I'm gonna make like a little event area so that we have like a way to kill event enemies very easily. And then I probably want to expand here and maybe make some sort of display thing to house all of the different items and stuff. I could also do it underground. I did clear out the space down here when I was trying to make this. Oh, what the heck? Oh, he's taking it out. That's awesome. So since I did clear out that bottom area, maybe I'll make it down here. I don't know. I'll think about it. I'll do that. I'll start getting like the template of it off camera. And what I want to do is kind of showcase each of the progression steps for each of the classes. I think that would be really cool to have like a little memorabilia wall of all the stuff we've collected so far, including, you know, a place to showcase all of our trophies, all the banners I've been collecting down here. You know, so we have tons of different banners. Didn't have any marble, granite, or shroom yet, but tons of banners we've been collecting. Not to mention the ones we have out in the world that we're actually using. But yeah, I think that's what I kind of want to do with the next steps there. The last thing I want to do with the light and night souls is actually make some keys. So let's just grab like 4 or 5 of each of these here, and let's get some of my chests. So quick stack, and yeah, I think I just want to put these away for now. Awesome. All right. So what we want to do with this, that second, is when we have these keys, we can put a chest down and put a key inside of it. So let's put a key of light in here. And when we close this chest, it'll turn it into a mimic. And actually, the mimics are really challenging to fight. So let me grab some basic health potions and stuff just to make sure we're not absolutely crazy with this. Let's grab some iron skin, some endurance, maybe the rage, wrath as well. Running out of room again in my inventory. That should be okay. And maybe archery as well, because we're probably going to be using the bow that we have acquired a lot. I made a lightsaber, a face saber, but honestly, it's not as good as you might think. It's only 62, and our Knight's Edge is already that. Obviously, this isn't legendary upgraded. They'll get a little stronger, but you can see it's just got a normal arc. And I feel like, for the most part, the Knight's Edge is just going to beat it out. Let's look how far-reaching this is. Alright, let's see. Put on all our good buffs here. It's good. And let's give this a shot. So put the key of 9 in there, and you can see it turns into a hallowed mimic, and we can start fighting it. The hallowed mimic is going to do jump around. Oh, we still had a slimy out. That's funny. And he does quite a bit, but his big thing is that he tries to stomp on you, and it can be really rough. So big arenas are really key for fighting this, just so he doesn't land on you. Use those dashes if you can. And the reason we want to fight this is because he's actually going to drop some really good items for us. The hallowed mimics specifically drop one of the best weapons in the game. You've probably seen a lot of videos and stuff. You know that for Ranger, the hallowed mimic actually, ooh, hit me, that was really bad. The hallowed mimic actually could drop the Daedalus Stormbow. He didn't this time, he dropped some flying knives. But the Daedalus Stormbow is really, really powerful. Let's see what we got this time. We got a flying knife. So this is a little boomerang-like weapon. Not bad. I think there are better things out there, but you know, it's kind of fun. So we'll go and collect them. The other thing that these guys drop, which is really, really good, is they're actually dropping potions. So you notice this is the greater version. So we got some healing at 150 instead of the normal 100 that we've had in the past. We also have greater mana potions as well. So I'm just gonna farm up some light and night mimics. There's a crimson mimic. Oh, on the drunk seed, by the way, or if you're on a specific world, the keys will always spawn the evil of the world that got converted into in hard mode. So I believe that even on the drunk seed, I think I'm only ever going to see crimson mimics. I don't think I'll ever see a corruption one. If I want to see a corruption mimic, they have to spawn naturally. So we can do that by making a underground corruption area and just looking for one. Ooh, what's there? But yeah, I'm just gonna farm these guys up. So I'll zoom a little bit ahead and just see what kind of loot we can get out of these guys. All right, after probably about like 7 or 8 keys of light, I managed to acquire the dataless storm bow. So that's the one thing I was looking for here. You can see I've farmed quite a bit. It kept giving me hooks, and that was really annoying. But here are the items that can drop from the keys of light chests. I think this is it. I think it's these 4 items here. So you got the hook, the vile shard, which is kind of cool, and it has like a vile thorn upgrade. There's the flying knife you saw earlier. You know, not too bad. I think it can do multiple hits too if it kind of gets like forward and back. Melee damage, you know, it's nice, and it's controllable too. So I think you can, like, if you hold the click, you can kind of hover around things. So that's the part that I kind of forgot about. Pretty cool, pretty cool. And then we have the storm bow, which of course is one of the most popular versions. Oh, here's another hook. Yeah, I killed a lot of these mimics, so I want to make sure I don't lose any of the loot so I can sell it. But the storm bow, super popular one. Let's check it out. Let's put in a key here. One thing I did notice is that apparently on the drunk seed, it did turn them into corrupt mimics as well. So that's kind of nice. But you can see I can kind of rain arrows from the sky, and those arrows, the one thing that makes this bow so ridiculously amazing is that raining these arrows from the sky is one thing, but if you notice, the arrows that I'm raining are the arrows that are in my primary slot, the shimmer arrows. So right now I'm actually raining down shimmer arrows. If I switch this to a different type of arrow, it would also rain that down. So let's switch to Hellfire for a second. Check it out, it's all the Hellfire arrows, and you can see obviously it's not targeting this particular mimic very well, but when it does hit, it's actually pretty solid. And there are different kinds of arrows that'll make this better. So it can do gesture arrows and things like that. And then there's also, in addition, in hard mode, there are holy arrows, which we will be making a little bit later, that are one of the strongest arrow types in the game. You can also make Ichor arrows to give the Ichor debuff. So you can see the debuff here when I hit him. It lowers his defense, makes things a little bit easier to damage him with. So there's the data list. It's going to be more effective against targets that are larger. So things like the boss enemies are always much bigger than this one. But you can see, like, we do pretty good damage with different. I've been kind of messing around with the different playstyles here, doing a little bit of mage, doing a little bit of range, doing a little bit of melee. I don't really have good summons yet because I haven't gotten the spiders or anything, so I'm not really doing that. Beware the reflect when they go into that mode where they turn back into a regular chest. They're just reflecting all of your attacks, so it can be really annoying. But yeah, doing pretty good. And the magic dagger here as well is pretty good. In fact, as you can see, it kind of reflects it off of them. Just bounces it. Look at this, so fun. It makes a silly noise too. Look at it. I kind of like it. It's fun. So anyway, I'm gonna keep farming these up to get the other items. There are some pretty cool ones here, like the Clinger Staff. This one actually is one that I was looking for. It actually just puts a pillar of cursed flame in there. It's very similar to like any of your other summons that we have, or magic items that we have for, you know, like spawning like the raining blood or anything like that. It's just a pillar. And come on, slime, show me, demonstrate. You can do it. One more jump. And boom, he immediately gets hit. And look at that debuff of the cursed flame. It's quite a bit of damage. So Cursed Flame is actually quite a good debuff to have on there. I also have the large fetid claws, which are just insanely fast attacking claws, but they're short range, so a little dangerous to use those. I found a couple of those. We're just gonna keep farming these up, and I'll let you know. Yeah, let's just get him through here so we can see the debuff on him. Yeah. So you can see those 10s is his debuff there. And we can stack up debuffs, so you can get First Flame and the Shadow Flame arrows both ticking. Should speed things up. Alright.